Hello everyone, just like Boom here. I know you guys have been begging me to do another video, and I know it's been God knows how long since I last did a video, which my last one was Blue Eyes, Ghost Rare, and also my last film was Godzilla Return to Mecha Brothers. Something really bad happened, because after when I got back from Norfolk about a few months ago, the silver computer went dead. That's it. Just dead. And I can't get it back on. So the only way I have to do is get it repaired. In the meantime, my films are going to be lower quality. And sadly, my films are not going to be in surround sound. Which is a big bummer for me because I had to use the silver camera to record all the sound effects again. So that means I'm back to the old days now, which is not a good thing, because with surround sound it's very nice to listen to, but with a camera it's ear piercing. So sorry about that, guys. And also my Godzilla film, Godzilla vs. Atragon, and also the attack of Gigan have been lost. So that means I gotta do all of it again. So sorry, people. But it looks like I've got to redo Godzilla vs. Atragon and the Attack of Gigan. I'm sorry. However, in the meantime, I'll treat you to like game reviews and even a couple Let's Plays. Keep in mind that some of these Let's Plays are gonna start off easy and then get off to hard. Keep in mind that these are the Let's Plays that I want to do. Because there are some games which are considered a bit too hard for me to do a Let's Play on. So, in the meantime, let's do a game review. However, you can see down there by the title down there, the game I'm going to review today is Pokemon FireRed for the Game Boy Advance. Without a doubt, one of my favorite Pokemon games in general. Actually, my very first Pokemon game I ever played, and it has my favorite Pokemon on the front cover, which is Charizard, the first ever Pokemon I ever start out with. However, the Charizard which I'm playing in the game is my second Charizard because the Charizard which is the first one is in Pokemon Pearl in my DS. So let's play Pokemon FireRed on the Nintendo DS since it has a lighter screen. So let's get things started, shall we? Beautiful. Perfect retro style. Oh yeah, because earlier, before I did this video, I was trying to do the Elite Four until I ended up getting kicked my ass. Alright, as you see that the graphics are very good for Game Boy Advance. Especially this game was made a year after Gen 3. Because this game was actually meant to fix Gen 3's problems, because even though the game felt similar to FireRed, a lot of people complained of the new Pokemon looked so kiddish, which I don't even mind. Actually, I do have Ruby and Sapphire. I'm thinking about getting Emerald later, but here's my team. Just let me swap. Alright, now it's summary. Here's my second Charizard at level 70. And here's level 65 Venusaur and level 76 Blastoise. And we have Snorlax with the item XP share. And we have Raticate. He's not really used in battle. He's mostly used as a tool. However, here's the other main player, Mewtwo. A very useful Pokemon he is. And I'll show you what I got on my PC computer. And here is all my Pokemon are in here. Here we have Weedle, Caterpie, Beedrill, Butterfree, Mankey, the Sphero, Dugtrio, Venerat, Magikarp, Ekans, Geodude, Zubat, Hitmonlee, Pidgey, Lapras, Tangela, Rhyhorn, Execute, Nidoran, Dodo, Nidoqueen, Goldie, Seaking, Paras, Horsey, Primate, Omvivite, an egg, which is a Charmander egg, by the way, a Rattata. And over here we got Jigglypuff, Vero, yeah, and Buzzy, Magnemite, Voltorb, Nidoking, and we have the 3 legendary Pokemon in here. We have Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. Oh yeah, before we continue, I see videos on YouTube showing Lugia and Ho-Oh and Deoxys. I can't find them anywhere in the game because I do not know how the hell these people online get their hands on them. I guess I need a cheat system or something. Yeah, Voltorbs, Golduck, Pikachu, yeah, that. And also all the others you may recognize. I also managed to did the breeding chain with Eevee with a Ditto. Actually, I might show you that. So yeah, like I said, the graphics are very, very good. 32-bit. Because of course, the Game Boy Advance is a 32-bit console. So let's fly to this place down here. It's really hard to do it in front of the camera. Oh yeah, there's some items in the shop which you can buy. Have you see I have lack of money because ever since I got defeated by Gary, yeah, so yeah, you got Pokeballs, some Super Potions, Antidote, Paralyzer Heal, Awaken, Ice Heal, Repel. However, there are many different shops which you can get many items at. Which this is very mandatory because you're gonna need lots of items in order to beat the game. And also, there are 7 islands. However, the one I'm going to show you is Island 4, because that's the breeding island. That's what I like to call. Because look, this is what you do. You see that in here, you see a Psyduck and Nidoran and Nidoran in there. Even a Dodo in there. You get a Pokemon, mate it with a Ditto, or maybe a female Pokemon if you want to. And as you see in the Pokemon PC computer, there's an egg in there, which if you hold on to it and go around, let's see on the bike, because if you hold the egg, you have to go like around and around and around and around and around and around, because that builds up heat on the egg. Because like mothers sitting on the egg, they'll hatch after getting warm. So when you do this, it creates friction, which heats it up, and once it's up fully, it hatches. However, in Pokemon Pearl, if you're lucky, this rarely happens. You'll get a shiny. However, I don't think it happens in FireRed, though. However, I show you the Pokemon battles, that means I gotta go all the way back over here. Yeah, back to Vermilion City. However, shall I tell you what's the best feature of Pokemon FireRed? It's the inclusion of double battles, which is so awesome, by the way. And I warped to the wrong place. Bitch slapped me in the face. Well, we could always get there by bike. You know what's cool? In this version, you can actually drive bikes through here, but in Pokemon Pearl, you can't, which is a bit of a bummer. Instead, you have to run. Alright, here's the place. Okay, transition from Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, you can do dual battles here. And what's the best feature about this game, is this, the Versus Seeker. Because when you use it, when you want to do another battle, and luckily they did it. So let's switch the Pokemon that I'm thinking about using for this battle. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, Mewtwo and Charizard are gonna fight these guys. These girls, sorry. Excuse my sexism, but however, let's get started. Okay, so this is what the battle screen looks like. Of course this is a RPG game. You see a Clefairy and a Jigglypuff. So yeah, this is the fight bar down here, and this is the bag and run. Of course this won't work because this is a battle. So yeah, this is Charizard's ability. I'm going to use Fire Blast on Jigglypuff, and I'm going to use Psychic. Booyah! You're dead. And luckily it rose up to 71. Mewtwo, it's your turn. Ooh, and straight down to 0. And also, when a Pokemon destroys another Pokemon, they'll get experience points, which levels up your Pokemon. However, there are some alternate ways as well. If you go around the game, you may find these Pokeball containers. Most of them all contain an item, but rarely it will contain a rare candy. And rare candies are very helpful. However, there's really less of them in this game. If you have a Game Shark or any cheat code, you can actually copy the item and have infinity you want, like Pokemon Pearl and Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. And also you get money after beating them. There's so many features in this game which is so great. That's why I always consider this game to be my favorite Pokemon game of all time, and my favorite Pokemon game in general. And also for the gyms, we have Rock, Water, Thunder, I think Grass, Psychic. I can't remember, but I know Giovanni. Giovanni is the last one, and he uses Ground type Pokemon, which you can destroy with Blastoise. And this is my card, and I only did 2 Pokemon trades, and I spent 25. My Hall of Fame debut was there. With 72 Pokemon, and also I spent 43 hours on this game because ever since I restarted. Alright. So, and also another thing, after when you defeat the Elite Four and grab 60 Pokemon, when you head over to Professor Oak, you'll get the National Pokédex, which, much like Pokemon Silver and Gold, there are some Gen 2 Pokemon in this game. Yes, Gen 2 Pokemon in this game. A Crobat, a Chikikuku, a Latun, Natu, Sudowoodo, and a Nopi. Yeah, there are actually some Gen 2 Pokemon in here, and even some Gen 3 Pokemon, because you can actually transfer Pokemon from Ruby and Sapphire to Pokemon FireRed and Leaf Green, and maybe even Pokemon Emerald if you're lucky. So, that's my review of Pokemon FireRed. And what do I have to say to it? It's one of my favorite games of all time, and one of my favorite RPG games in general. So, I give Pokemon FireRed a 10 out of 10. Which makes it one of my favorite games of all time now. So, and for Pokemon Pearl, since it's my second favorite Pokemon game, I'll tell you all about it next time. So, this is Joe Sonic Boom signing out.